I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. We got a new countdown for BB23 premiere. Hey-o.
That's right. Get ready for that.
Ooh, and if you're new here, I don't normally sound like this. Still a little bit
sexy,
but I'm recovering.
Sexy.
Yeah, my voice, my deep voice.
David, what is this video about?
Oh, BB23. I said that. We got a new countdown for the BB23 premiere.
Oh, okay.
I mixed
Well,
it all
I missed
into one there.
that. You did.
Sorry,
you sure did.
I was too
missed
slick
my
for
cue
you. Yeah.
to say, but first, if you're new to this channel, it used to be seamless, but for a new season, we decided to be chaotic and a hot mess. But go ahead and subscribe anyway. And also like this video. It really, really helps the channel. Thanks so much.
Yes, please. And we've got a Patreon too. So if you want to support us there, check out that link in the description.
That's right.
Sorry,
We got a fun
Sarah,
Discord over there.
I should have been clearer with the cue there. Shouldn't have mixed it up for the premiere. I'm sorry.
I missed it totally, you guys. Also, don't forget, we got new merch. New merch. Get excited, get excited.
I saw some of the new merch on Twitter. People are already wearing it.
It's already out in the wild.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. The chat is popping.
Oh, good.
We had a premiere tonight.
We did. 90 minutes live.
It was a really fun episode, I thought.
It was fun. I'll say this. I remember being more entertained by the BB22 premiere. I just felt like that start to finish was so strong. Or at least I remember it being very strong. And so this one, I don't know. I was like, it's a little lower energy. I think it was because we were lacking kind of interaction between house guests for the most part. And I feel like that was the only thing I was missing. But I will say the pacing I thought was really good. The variety of things that we were doing was great.
Right.
Another very well-produced live premiere.
Yeah, no, I think we might have just been excited because like people we knew were walking in the door last season.
Totally.
It was like, I remember, I think Nicole Anthony was standing next to Janelle in last season in the opening and I lost my mind.
Yes.
That went
little did you know.
Wrong.
Yeah.
But for that moment, I was so excited. And so we don't have that going into it. But I mean, it was comp heavy. So we kept that pace snappy. And I think that's what I really, really liked. Yeah, it could have been longer. I was like,
agreed.
Over? Wow.
I know. Could have been 2 hours. But you're right. We had each of the individual comps and then the full. I was glad we got the full HOH comp. I wasn't sure if it was going to be one where they kept us in suspense, but I was so glad they wrapped that up and it feels like we're now off to the races. Like the table is set. Now let's eat,
Exactly. Let's eat. Because first we got 4 men coming in. Julie's like, hey, look at my hot neon set, you guys. And I'm like, girl, sexy, loving it.
Yeah, me too. I love the new rainbow logo too.
Yes.
Very colorful.
So pretty. I need to include that into our thumbnail that just dropped today. Give me a minute, guys.
Yeah. Be patient.
God, it's a lot. There's a lot happening right now. I'm going to try to keep up with my notes. Okay. First 4 men. We see Travis. We see Derek F. We see Frenchie. We see Xavier. Anything here that got you excited or was new to you?
Every time Derek says that he's a global safety assistant, I'm like, what is that? What does that mean? And so I was glad to hear him say later in the episode, can't wait to explain that to y'all, whatever that is. Because I'm like, what is a global safety assistant?
I think it's OSHA, but still, what is it? Please tell us. Travis was the surprising one to me because he made himself sound smart here.
He sure did.
He was all like,
you're selling it.
Graduated in 3 years, guys. Cool. I'm so smart. I spearfished for my dinner. And I was like, wait, who are you? Because I've been not excited about you.
I know.
This guy I was a little bit more excited about. So who's to say who we're actually going to get? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that your instinct is probably more accurate. I think that he's one that maybe oversells himself a little bit, is really capable of swindling you a little bit, making you believe that he's
already being swindled, you guys.
already.
I will try. I'll snap out of it.
Yeah.
I give everyone just like a second.
Well, that's good. I mean, give people the benefit of the doubt. But I also love no masks when they're on stage, right? That's a little bit of a change from BB22.
Oh, let's live our lives.
Yeah, they were.
I mean,
they were
wear them
like,
if you need to, but
because listen, people are still getting sick. Okay, I don't have COVID. I got a negative test, but people are still getting ill. So I'm like, wear your masks. All those other viruses are now looking for hosts, people. So you gotta be careful.
The virus was like, I didn't get to be getting anyone sick this year. Where y'all been at? And now everyone's getting sick. So that's why David's over there.
Yes,
and I'm
I know.
here.
We will be together eventually.
We
but I was
will.
like, Sarah, I can't give this to you. It's awful.
Please don't. I don't want
it.
Don't.
Anyway, no masks on the BB set.
The only other thing that I was excited or interested about is that Derek F. told us he's gorgeous.
Yeah, I love that.
Love it. And then Xavier didn't have to say it. He just is.
He just showed it. He just showed up.
He showed it to me. Okay, Julie gets the four of them on the stage and she says, one wrong move can cost you everything. And I was like, girl, dial it down a notch. It's not that dramatic.
We have no one in the house yet. Like, let's just, they haven't even seen the welcome mat.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Everything? Really? I doubt it. Okay.
Yeah.
So they run to the backyard. Not really. They mosey. They take their sweet bippity.
Yeah.
And
there was no running. She said go immediately to the backyard. And that was like the immediate difference between BB22 and BB23. The All-Stars have seen the house. They know the layout. They're like, get me to the comp, right? BB23, they're like, look at our pictures. Look at the kitchen. Oh my God, look, it says no risks, no reward. Look, a bathroom. They're like looking at every piece of the house.
David, do you think that they were produced to look at the house?
Maybe because they had those diary room bites. So I was like, they thought through this.
Okay. How
or they might need
live
to fill time.
is a show with DR sound bites?
Yeah, because those were filmed in advance. But I was impressed. Like they got them. They wore those outfits multiple times because first of all, they wore them for those Instagram videos, like the get to know you videos.
Yes.
But maybe they did that in the same day as they did these like diary room recordings. Maybe they did that. But then they put them back in those clothes for this premiere night. I was like,
no,
that's good.
They're all stinky. They are all very stinky. They've been wearing those clothes for days. And here they all are like, hi, nice to meet you. Sorry, I've been wearing this for days. Yeah, no, I felt like the producers were like, notice the house as you walk through and like, tell us how you feel. But Julie's like, go to the backyard. And so they're like, look at the house as I walk to the backyard. It was a little like confusing, I think, to the house guests, but they eventually got back there.
Because I think you're probably right. Like the producers figured if we don't tell them to do that on the way to the backyard, we're going to miss that moment entirely for the season. Because then they would explore the house and have the reactions when the feeds are off, right? After the premiere is done. So you're probably right that they did produce them to do that. I do want to point out too, before we get to the backyard, Derek F. first in the house.
Right.
So
what do you do? I mean, we knew he was a recruit.
I know, but I was rooting for him. We were all rooting for him.
We're all rooting for him. Nope.
So that was
coming in second at the best. At best, you're coming in second. David, you couldn't log into Paramount, right?
I couldn't get the local. I know. I was watching a Canadian feed and it was down and it was stressful. But I'm happy that I caught most of it.
I don't know what happened to Paramount. I had no problems. Miranda, wasn't that so fun?
Hey, Miranda, hello.
They moved into the house, you guys. We're all here. Big group internet hug.
Yes.
Good times. Now, backyard.
Yes. Right. It's time for the comp, right? Yeah.
We're going to rearrange images. They're like on a plexiglass, so you have to like layer them to make it look right. You're copying the image in the back.
Yep.
Literally, none of these first four guys wanted to win.
They were moving so slowly.
Not Derek a hustle in sight.
And Derek finished and stepped back and looked at it for way too long. Analyze. It was like he was playing a spot the differences game. He was like, do I have it right yet? Oh, wait, is that the right? Standing there, he has it right. And then he kind of moseys on over. And Frenchie manages to beat him. Like, I feel like Derek finished first and did not want to win.
Yeah, well, Frenchie did run over there, hit the buzzer, and it's wrong. But it has already been a while. No one looks like they want to win. We're walking around, we're looking at other people's. We're just chilling. Yeah. And Frenchie is like, I'll pretend. Oh, is it wrong? Oh, what? And he like goes back. Derek F literally has it right, is not making his way to the buzzer. And eventually Frenchie's like, okay, guys, I guess I'll take this one. Yeah, I think it's live. I think we have to wrap this up.
TikTok. We got 12 more house guests to get to.
So Frenchie is our first team captain.
Yeah.
I think he's one that would want to win a comp. You know, he's got this super fan storyline here, but he just didn't look like he was trying to. I was just confused. Well,
they I don't think they knew yet that they were choosing teams. They just knew that they were going to get a power to change the course of the game. Right? That was how it was set up.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So we know he's a team captain. He doesn't necessarily know that yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Now we get our first 4 ladies.
Yes. We've got Azah, Brittany, Alyssa, and Whitney.
Yes. Give me these girls. These girls are awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. We learned a lot about Azah here that she didn't tell us in her bio.
Her family's from Cameroon. And
Element to the king.
Oh, yeah. I will say there's a lot of African royalty in my experience with I don't have that many friends from Africa, but I have some, and it feels like there's just a lot of royalty going around there. So impressive nonetheless.
It's going around. Yeah. That's what you said. That's what that sounded like.
Yeah, it's contagious.
Well, that was that we knew like her grandpa had like a gazillion kids, and so like that's part of it, I guess.
Every time she says it though, it's
when
like
you're fancy.
Oh my God, 300 cousins. Good Lord.
Right. But her dad is a pastor. So she's a pastor kid. This is where I got worried. She was like, I'm boy crazy. And I was like, girl, you told me you weren't into showmances.
But she says that again, right?
Yeah. But she's like, if you say you're boy crazy,
not a good sign.
That could mean that, oh, whoops, I said no showmances, but here we are. I just saw Xavier.
Exactly. Thank you.
I mean,
Xavier, exactly.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's hard to resist an Xavier. So good luck to her. I wish you the best at not getting into a showmance.
I know.
And what else? Did we learn anything else exciting in this section?
Well, I didn't know that Brittany was on the autism spectrum, but that was new information that we learned.
That is new information. And I literally looked at my timeline that's been bashing her. Twitter has been bashing her. Oh my God, she's so annoying. She talks too much, yada, yada, yada. She said that she's on the spectrum. I turned to my timeline and not a peep.
What did people say? Oh.
Not a peep.
Wow. Okay.
Well, what you saying now?
Where the Britney haters at? Where are the Britney haters at?
Oh, do you feel a little bad about yourself? Feel like you might have been a little judgersons? Yeah. Anyway, give them all a second. Just a second.
Glad that they got to shut up for a second. Yeah, but Brittany is loud, right? Like that is confirmed with her.
She's verbal. She's a verbal person.
And I could watch footage of her doing karate for hours. That was so entertaining to me. Because she commits. It's like someone who's, no, this is a bad analogy, but I'm going to give it anyway. It's like someone who's at karaoke and they're a terrible singer and they're just singing loud and they are going for it and you're loving it because it's like you're performing, you're committing. That's a bad analogy because Brittany looks like she's actually good at martial arts, but that commitment to it is still there. And that's what I live for. Like, I'm not so much about the talent. Just commit, just go for it, and I will support you. So I am supporting Brittany in this martial arts journey.
Yes. Okay, so let's just address this real quick. So there's info about Brittany's brother. It appears that Brittany's brother, if I'm reading this information correct, is allegedly a rapist. Like he is going to trial, and that sounds awful. But I do also want to say that if you judged me by my family, I don't even talk to half of my family. So truly. I am still going to give Brittany the benefit of the doubt to see if she talks about her brother, to see this information because honestly, there's a lot of people in my family that I do not want you to think that I am like supportive of.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? So that's all I'm going to say about that is, again, still giving everyone just a second here.
Brittany is not her brother. Let's just remember that.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Woo. Okay. We got heavy there for a minute. Whitney, who I swear to you will be in a showmance, said she doesn't want to be in a showmance. Again, these people, you're going in, you're going to do your best going in.
Do you think the kids are going to complicate that?
Are the kids coming into the house?
No, but I hate that I'm even thinking this. And like, that's like some ingrained sexism that I probably need to work through. But I'm just like, are these guys going to be gross and be like, you have kids, I don't want to be in a showmance with you? Like, ugh. You know what? Forget it.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah. No, then that just means the guy is, ugh.
Yeah. Gross.
But
anyway,
also,
she's gorgeous.
Showmance could just be, gorgeous. These showmances can always just be for the summer, like a summer fling. She doesn't have any kids with her.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God, I would love a summer fling. Maybe I should go on Big Brother.
Yes, David, Love Island. Let's get you on.
Yeah, right.
All right. So these four ladies, they're going to run to the back for their kickoff comp. And just for fun, Big Brother's going to change the picture up.
Yeah, right. Which I appreciated. I liked it.
Oh, you did? It worried me. I was like, why?
See,
last year we did not have
the same for all
playing.
Four. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah.
Last year's comp, the thing,
the table maze. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that felt like more of a disadvantage between men and women, right? Because like it was harder to get the ball further down the table. Right. You had to be stronger. But this one, I don't know, this felt a little more level to me because it was just like, maybe it's a different picture, but at least all four competitors are working on the same picture and there's no advantage within the competition. It's just a difference between the competitions. Does that make sense?
Well, yes, but like that's the problem with the table maze. Like they said, okay, they're going to go to the far left corner. They're going to go to the upper middle section. And you can't tell on paper that that's like not even. It's not, you can't compare those two, right? I don't know. I don't know if this picture that I'm looking at has any sort of difficulty that the next group, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to judge if one photo is more difficult than the next. So if you just kept them all the same, then we would know for sure that it's not difficult for the females versus the males or whatever.
Okay. Fair. That's fair.
But some people in the chat are saying visually they, you know, enjoyed a different photo every time. Just, you know, we don't want monotonous stuff. But I just was like, why are we opening it up for it just to not be even for everybody?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
But I do think, refresh my memory. Do you remember, was it mixed gender when they went in the house in BB22? Was it like two girls and two guys in each group?
No, it was this same way. 4 girls went in and they had a harder table maze.
And it was a timed situation, right?
It was timed. And that's the difference because you could just like run out of time and have no girls in the comp.
This one you had guaranteed 2 women.
You did. You did. So maybe I'm worried about something for no reason whatsoever.
One thing that I found interesting on the way in was Oz's DR, where she said, I have no intention of winning this first competition because I'm going to target the winner of the first competition. That's probably a wash now because it's her team captain who is the winner of the first competition. But, you know, interesting to see someone. Yeah, that's right. And interesting to see someone like going in with a plan to throw it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought, oh, well, great. We're going to have another group of people not hustling and not trying to win this. I mean, I get it. You don't always need to win this first stage, but if we're watching the comp, watching people like not try to win is really like, ugh.
It's frustrating. Yeah.
But now also the girls run to the backyard and the boys are up on the balcony watching.
Yeah.
Another thing that I was like, what is this about?
Okay, walk me through that. Why are you upset at that?
These 4 up here now have the advantage. They're going to see every single person play, and they have more info on every house guest. The last 4 that came in got to see nobody play.
Information is power. That's a good point. I
mean, it was, again, for us as an audience, it was great to hear them like, hey, yay, and they cheer along. But game-wise, I don't know. I didn't like it.
All right. Sarah's got some notes. We're going to mail these into CBS.
Yeah, I'll let you know the response that I get. Brittany has it wrong at first, then Whitney has it wrong, and then Alyssa has it wrong, and then Whitney finally wins and gets it right.
Okay. Whitney is our second team.
These girls were trying, minus Azah, who was not trying.
Right. And then this is the point when Julie brings up again. This is the second time in the episode where Julie's like, bigger prize, biggest prize in history. Stay tuned for more info.
Stay tuned. Biggest prize in the history, you guys.
Yeah.
What? I'm like, $1 million. Here we come.
That's what I thought.
$1 million. Yeah. I mean,
split the difference.
No, not $1 million. What?
No.
Okay, now we're gonna have more dudes come in. We got our next four guys. We've got Kylan, we've got Christian, we've got Derek X, and Brent.
Yes. All right.
What did you
first let's talk about Derek X. I love that he promised his parents he was going to win.
Yeah.
He's like, I will not come home without the money.
They were like, don't go. And he was like, I'll win money. And they were like, all right. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So we'll see if that comes true.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Brent?
Okay.
Sarah?
Brent, this was my biggest lull of the night, Brent. You know what? I speak a little bit Italian, just enough, to be impressive. Linguine, lasagna, ravioli. What? You just listed pastas.
Pastas. Brent, not even cheese.
You listed pastas.
Pastas.
Oh, God.
Rigatoni.
Oh, you know what? Honestly, if he can just deliver on these things, then I'll enjoy you, Brent. I'll enjoy it.
Even if the producers were like, could you just list some pastas for me? And he did it. I'm still lolling. It
was so perfect. I know a little bit of Italian. Linguine, lasagna, literally pastas.
Lasagna.
I know those words too, Brent.
Oh. You speak more Italian than you give yourself credit for, Sarah.
I don't know anyone who's Italian, but Brent and I could have a whole conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. That was priceless.
That was great. And he's just a full-blown recruit in every sense in this setup package. Ripping the shirt off, flexing the muscles, playing the football. I'm charming the ladies. I'm an international flight attendant. I don't know why I'm doing that accent. I don't even think he speaks like that. But like, my last name is Champagne, just like the drink. It's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, I hope that he is just so entertaining because
me too.
I don't know that he's going to do much for the game. I don't know. But that was the best. Okay, those guys come in. And they actually do seem like they're playing this comp. And Christian, he pulled out a little bit of strategy.
Christian has a fire under his ass in a way that some of these other people do not. And I thought he was so smart to put the puzzle together on the ground. So he can see it if it's right and then not have to worry about switching them in and out and all of that, Very smart.
Very smart, very impressed with Christian. He obviously wins it, and he is our next captain there. Yeah.
So good for you for drafting him. I was not.
Did I get him? I have no idea who's on my team.
I think you did.
I literally need to look at my
Maybe I'm wrong.
It was a blur, and I've just been taking notes on tonight. I got to find out where my team is. Are they on lots of different teams? I don't even know. We'll figure that out in a minute here because I did make visuals of the teams, you guys. Hang tight for that. Because what we got to... Oh, Griffin. Hello. Yes.
We did?
Just pass it? We were like 10 away or something. So thank you, guys. And thank you for noticing, Griffin. Yay!
Yeah, maybe it was your Italian, Sarah, that put us over the edge.
Look, I'll list pastas for you. Is there other food that I can list for you? I'll do it. If that's what you guys need, whatever brings the Subs to the yard. Okay, so our last group of girls, we've got Sarah Beth. Apparently, she's not Sarah anymore.
Yeah.
She's just Sarah Beth. Okay.
Yeah. What the heck?
I don't know. She anime cosplayer. Great. Love it. Very cute. I don't know anime, so I was like, these costumes are cute, but I don't know.
It's got Sailor Moon vibes for sure.
Sailor Moon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That one I know. We got Hannah, we've got Claire, and we've got Tiffany.
Yes. Claire was kind of the one that I had my eye on the most, that I wanted to know more, obviously, because she was that last minute swap. She wants to be in an all women's alliance. She's bisexual. Hello, bisexual queen. Love that. So I was excited to learn more about her for sure.
I was interested because I'm such an anti-showmance person. But Claire, who is a super fan, has the theory that a showmance is very good for your game, and it can be very good for your game. So I can get that. Yep. And she's all like, man, woman, I don't care. I'll get into a showmance with anyone. If it's good for my game, and I'm okay with that strategy. I am okay with
absolutely
that strategy.
As long as it's strategy.
Exactly, strategy. And then I just love Tiffany.
I love her. Flipping over those tires, dragging that whatever it was down the street behind her. She is working out, and she's like, I came to win comps. So
is this when this must have been 40. When she was like, do I look old? And I was like, yeah, thank you. Is that when they said something about her age and she was like, do I look old? And I was like, that is the answer I need to remember when people talk about age. I'll be like, do I look old to you? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Answer. She has such great answers. She is like, in all these little packages CBS has been putting together, they always save her to the end because she's got like this perfect little answer.
I know. She's great.
To watch her. Love her so much.
Yep. That's what happens when you cast people who are quote unquote older. They know how to put words together and be interesting. You know?
What? What a theory. What a thought. Okay, so they're gonna go to the backyard. Everyone is now watching. They get all of the
Sarah's pissed.
Yeah. Okay. And Claire is just gonna kill this. She's gonna dominate it. She's gonna get it wrong at first, but then she's gonna just kill it.
Yes. So she is proving herself right away as a worthy last minute swap as one of the team captains. Good for her.
Hello.
Amazing.
Like, what was it? 3 days ago, she was an alternate and now she's a team captain.
Can you imagine? I also was like, wow, they do a lot of work with these alternates still. Like they got to go through the motions for everybody. She had a very short clip of her finding that stupid key. I love those dumb packages so much. They are always beyond stupid. Yeah. But she had that, so they've got to do all of that for every alternate.
That's right. And honestly, Christian was also an alternate because Garrett, whoever the heck Garrett was on the list, and Garrett disappeared and Christian was there. So technically we have two captains that thought they were alternates at the beginning of their 2 weeks of sequester. That is interesting.
Yes, yes. So we've got our team captains. It's Frenchie, Whitney, Christian, and Claire. And now we're picking teams, right?
Yes. Okay. So yes, now this is when Julie's kind of explaining that for the first 4 weeks, they are going to compete as teams of 4. And they're all like, and then they say, we're going to draft your teams. And the way that we drafted them, well, this was interesting. We're going to
agree.
Hit a slot machine. Yeah. We're going to get just a choice of 2 people. It's not like schoolyard pick. You're not looking all over here.
That's right.
You only get 2. You get a little sound bite. And I do think these sound bites were interesting because I heard some lies or some not being completely honest with you in these packages. Yeah. And then the captain had to choose. How did you feel about this?
I really liked it because it's a great mix, I think, of CBS guiding them, but they still get a certain amount of free will, So it's like, we're going to give you a choice, but it's a limited choice because we know how you people are. So we're going to make sure, like they were deliberate about like there have to be 2 men and 2 women on every team. I also first just noticed personally, I was like, all the team captains are white. But then I was like, well, maybe that's a good thing because we won't end up with like teams of all white people. You know, like I want to see diversity on these teams. And we really did end up with good diversity on each of the teams.
Well, so I think that was why, I mean, hello, as soon as they were like, 2 people are going to pop up, I was like, oh, this sounds like production rigged all over it. If it's not truly random, you're just presenting 2 people. The production has a big, big hand in this. But the big hand that I saw was that they were making sure a white person and a person of color didn't pop up and like a white person just get picked over the person of color until they ran out of white people. I think that was a big fear the CBS did not want to put up there. And so they made sure 2 white people win against each other, 2 people of color win against each other. And so I think that was a big thing that was happening there.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. Like that was no mistake. So
thank you for the super chat. Douglas. Okay, David. Douglas was like, you got to do something like, we came up with a bunch of different songs. Do you know ABBA? Super chatter. Thank you for the super chat. Something like this.
Okay. First of all, I'm so sorry. I have to say that I love that song. And yes, I will sing it with you. I'm just a bit offended that you asked if I like ABBA.
I wasn't asking you, David. Okay. I was asking the chat. Hello.
Okay, great. Yeah, Sarah knows that I love ABBA.
Of course.
So that is our new song. And we're going to learn that.
There's
we're
more.
Sing it next
there's
time.
more. We'll see if we get more super chats. We'll see.
Oh, because there's also Money, Money, Money. That's an episode.
Deborah, thank you so much for the super chat. We are very excited that you're here. And we are excited to do BB coverage and more songs coming your way, guys.
Love it. I'm very into this.
And also everyone needs to know ABBA. If you don't know ABBA, then great.
Yes. Right. This is a dream come true for me.
All right. Did we cover the slot machine? Anything else you needed to say about the slot machine?
No, let's get into the teams.
Yes.
They're themed by cards, right? So Frenchie is the Jokers.
Yes. Okay. How should we do it? Should we go through each one? But I'm also
each team, or do you want to go through each round?
Yeah, let's go
you have images.
But I do. All right, let's start with...
Let's just do the teams then.
We're just going to do the teams then. Here, let's start with Frenchie's team, the Jokers.
Yes.
So Frenchie first gets the choice between Hannah and Azah, and he chooses Azah.
Yes.
He then gets the choice between Sarah Beth or Brittany. And I thought this was interesting because Sarah Beth lies and says she's like a waitress or something. Oh. She dumbed herself down big time.
Okay.
Which kind of disappointed me because I want all the nerdy girls to align.
Totally.
But he chooses Brittany.
Yep.
Then his next choice
was Derek F over Travis. And he's like, Derek F, you remind me of my best friend. And I loved this because I feel like Derek F got passed over twice along. Oh, is that what she said? Okay. Yeah, Derek F got passed over twice along the way.
I think actress is like a waitress. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just a little deep inside my psyche. Just have my own issues with that.
Oh my God. Yes, but I was thrilled that Derek F was not the last choice in the whole game, and that Frenchie was like, you remind me of my best friend. Get over here. So that was great.
Yeah, he did get passed over 3. I was like, why does Derek F keep popping up? Like, what's the... He popped up a few times. Okay, so then the next one is the Aces. Our girl Whitney's team. She picks Brent over Travis. And I was like, yep, we've been saying you're going to hook up with Brent. And although she did let Travis know she thought he was cute.
Oh.
But again, Travis lied at this moment. Travis said something like, I'm just a fun surfer. He didn't lie, but he was like, I'm just a fun surfer guy. He didn't sell himself like Brent kind of did. Mm-hmm. So she's like, Travis, you're cute, but I want to hook up with Brent is what she said.
Yeah.
Not really,
right.
Then Derek X over Derek F.
Right.
She took.
And then she took Hannah over Sarah Beth. Poor Sarah Beth. I think she got passed over the most times. She got passed over three times before she was chosen by default. So,
but you know what? You said you were a voiceover something that she didn't sell it. She did not sell it.
She didn't.
Although she did admit that she had a girlfriend, and I was like, someone take her now, take her. They didn't. Okay. Who's next? Kings. Christian took Alyssa over Tiffany.
Yes.
Another duo, I think, maybe happened. Even though someone said Alyssa has a boyfriend, but I don't know. We'll see about that.
Plenty of people have had boyfriends before and been in showmances.
What? Never happened. Never. Xavier over Derek F.
Yep. I mean, and then, I mean, how could you not really? And then Sarah Beth by default.
By default. Okay. That's what happened over there on the Kings. Now our Queen Claire.
Yes. She chose Kyland over Xavier. Kyland's more her type, maybe.
Xavier lied here. He did not say he was an attorney. He said something like, I'm a waiter. I'm just going to default to waiter, guys. It was something like, I don't know what I do with my life. And I was like, what? And she was like, okay, I'll take Kyland because he seemed smarter.
But then Xavier did say that before the season. He was like, I'm not going to tell people what I do because I don't want that to be a red flag. So we kind of knew he was going to lie about that.
Then she took Tiffany over Sarah Beth.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? Poor Travis.
Poor Travis.
Has he ever been picked last for anything in his life?
I loved it.
But here we are, guys.
Here we are.
Travis, by default, ends up on that team. Okay. How about, well, I was just going to do Super Chat. Did you know that?
Super Chat. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, fun. I love this.
It's not good if I'm like, do you know that one? Wait, did that work? Yeah. I have to just sell it. I have to just go, peace, Mazellas. Thank you so much for the Super Chat.
Yes.
You are a superstar. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yay. You got to figure it all out, and we love you back. Thank you very, very much for that.
Yes.
Ooh, now I'm just stressed about all this. Okay.
I'm obsessed. Okay, then we play HOH, right? And so Julie explains that they're going to have to build this house of cards, but twist, your teammates have to balance the platform while you're building the house of cards. And twist, a giant playing card is going to come down from the wall and hit you while you're trying to hold this platform and knock over the house of cards. So a couple of twists in this, but it doesn't take that long, which I was happy about. You know, I wanted an easy comp so we could wrap it up and find out who the HOH was. And then we also learned the last team who finishes, like everybody needs to finish because last place gets to be have-nots for the week. Christian, though, on fire again. He is tearing through this thing, and he had it a couple of times.
He did.
And his team kept dropping it. What do you think that's about?
Yeah, I was confused because I was like, first I'm looking over to Christian, and I was like, they don't seem like they're communicating well, but Claire's team looks like they're really communicating well. And then then Christian's team runs over, but it falls. And I was like, oh, wait, they're communicating better than I guess. But then all of the sudden, Christian's team is last. I was like,
last place.
What happened? Like, they almost had it, and then they just didn't have it at all.
Something smells fishy to me, okay? Because the other three teams didn't have that much trouble balancing the house of cards. Yeah. Christian's team dropped it twice before they got last place. So
like they're not trying to have nots, right? Like you can come in third place, guys. Yeah, so I think that they legitimately were not. I mean, Xavier, it does seem like he's very tall. I don't know how tall he is. So maybe it was they're not.
Height imbalance thing. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, but so even though they had to be a team for this comp, we know that just the HOH or just the captain's going to be HOH, but the whole team does still get safety. So it wasn't like there was a reason to throw it.
Right.
Like, I don't want my captain to be HOH.
That's true.
I think that you would want your whole team to be safe. Okay. But Frenchie's team gets it together while Christian keeps dropping it, and Frenchie runs over, and he is going to be the HOH, and the Jokers are going to be safe this week. Then Claire, who I really did think their team was doing well, but they couldn't get there first. No. The Queens come in second. Whitney and the Aces come in third, and for whatever reason, Christian and the Kings pull it off.
Last place. So they are the have-nots for the week. Frenchie, I mean, what a cool experience for Frenchie. We know he's a super fan, and he's like BB Twitter, whatever. So that's really cool for him to come in and like win 2 comps on night 1, be HOH week 1, win safety for his team. Like, he must be on cloud 9 in terms of like checking boxes for a BB experience.
Right? Yeah, I wonder, like, he's like, oh my God, I can't even imagine my first night in the house being like this, like HOH and everything. Any super fan. Granted, he embarrassed himself, and he said that Derek took Cody. I don't know how you lived that down. That's a real tough one. I feel really bad for him. That's really embarrassing. But still, I think he's a super fan still, even though he doesn't remember the game.
But that's not all. Excuse me, Mr. Downing.
Hello, Seth. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you,
forgot
Seth.
what other song I was going to do.
Was it ABBA's Money, Money, Money?
No, let's do it, though. Go for it, David.
Money, money, money. That's the only part.
Give me money through the super chat.
Okay, we're going to workshop that one, too. That's going to be in the rotation.
Woo! I mean, yeah, how many ABBAs can we come up with?
My gears are turning. I've got ideas.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. keep it turning. Keep it.
We also maybe need to think about like only a few bars of these like licensed songs, you know?
I don't think anyone's going to notice we're singing them, but yes.
Especially with this voice. Okay, but anyway, that's not all for Frenchie. Well, first of all, we learned that the grand prize is $750,000. And I'm like, where did they get this budget?
Here we are. No, I need build up, David. Here we are. Julie, house guests.
Yeah.
Biggest prize in BB history coming at ya.
Really feels like it's going to be $1 million.
I'm there. I'm ready. Let's go. Announce it, Julie. Give these people $1 million. Survivor does it.
Yeah.
No, she's like, how about $25,000 more? Is that what she said? I forget how she phrased it. Oh,
$250,000 more. It does not roll off the tongue.
It doesn't roll off the tongue. And it was weird enough for me to like have to stop and do math. I was like, $250,000 more is what?
Million divided by 4.
And then luckily Julie saves me from my math, and she tells me it's $750,000. And I was like, oh, what a random number. Honestly, this is what I thought it was going to be. I was like, we're giving you $50 more.
$500,000 and 1 cent.
That's where we were going with that. But
I also kind of thought that it might be $500,000 for the winner, but there are going to be more cash prizes throughout, right? Like maybe each HOH wins $5,000 or something like that. But no, it's just the winner gets a bigger jackpot, which is great. I love it. I don't know why they decided to do it for BB23, but I guess it's a new era, and that means a new cash prize. We'll see if this lasts longer than this season.
Yeah. Remember in 2009? When was BB6? And they were like, if your secret pair, if the two of you make it, and one of you win, then you get $1 million. Like they upped it back then. This was 1,000 years ago, and they couldn't even do it in BB23.
I mean, I was shocked they raised it at all, to be honest. I can't believe Survivor still does $1 million, frankly, because TV budget, not to get too technical on the production side, but TV budgets are shrinking. Like they don't invest money into shows. There are so many shows on the air. They can't invest that much money into one show, you know? So I was like, the fact that they have another $250,000, as Julie puts it, to invest in Big Brother, I'm all for it. Great.
Yeah, no. Any money is welcome, especially to the house guests. They're like, yes, please. I will take it. Whatever you want to give me. But here's where I would say I was hoping that this bigger prize money was tied in somehow to this double or nothing offer, because this now is where I got real disappointed with this double. Hello, Grodner, Meehan, they were amping this up. They were like, and then Julie is going to offer this HOH, an offer they can't refuse. These were words they said. Double or nothing. Can't refuse. And here we are. As soon as it comes out of Julie's mouth, I was like, we're all refusing this, hands down. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Who's taking this?
The challenge for Frenchie?
The double or nothing. Yeah.
100%. Forget it. There's no way. Frenchie immediately was like shaking his head, like, I'm not doing this. What?
Right.
Offer you can't refuse. If it were 6 weeks of safety, I'd think twice.
If it were, you will get 2 weeks of safety, plus we will up the prize money for everyone to $750,000.
Done. He would absolutely do it.
Then he would have taken it. See, like you missed the mark here. You missed
That's an offer you can't refuse. Yeah.
Why was that not tied in? Because, he walks up there and Julie's like, let me tell you about this. And she's like, 2 weeks of safety for you and your team. And he's kind of like, team? And they're like, that sounds nice. And then she's like, but if you lose, you get no safety. And he's like, please, what? Why? I just want HOH. Why am I giving this up?
And also, he loses HOH. Like, it's really not. It's an offer you can refuse. If it had been like you're still HOH, but your team loses safety. Although I don't know why he would do that, because he's got to compete with his team. I don't know. They needed to think about these terms a little bit more, because if this were deal or no deal, they would be slamming the phone down on the hook and being like, no deal. How dare you even make me that offer?
You're insulting me. Yeah, with this offer. The only thing that I was like, when they went to commercial break for him to think this over, and I'm like, he's not doing this, is if I were Claire, maybe I would have considered walking myself over to Frenchie, because, hey, they're both super fans. They both get this game, supposedly, allegedly. Yeah. I need, like Jolene, I need the allegedly under here. Alleged super fans, where she would go, look, it's a great deal. How about, because she'd be the next default HOH. How about I promise you and your team safety this week if you don't get it. Because, like, I get it. You'd want to take it. Hey. 2 weeks of safety sounds amazing, Frenchie. Like, go for it. And I'll just go ahead and promise you safety if you don't get it and I become HOH. That would be the only thing. But it's night one. Like, is anyone going to be making those deals on night one?
No one wants to play that hard that early. No. That's,
like, really showing your cards for Claire. Claire would be, like, called out for that big time.
Yeah. So they've got to lay a little bit lower than that. So he politely declines, and he says, he literally is like, there are things that are more important than a game. So that right there is like, it wasn't a good deal, Julie and producers. If he's like, if he wants a letter from his family over a second week of safety, like, okay, great. So he misses his family and he's not going to play. And Julie's like, well, let's just see what would happen. All right, because we got some time to fill.
We said this was an offer you can't refuse, so we allotted for this time.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to do it anyway.
Yeah, we thought you were gonna take it, and it's still a 90-minute premiere. So get on your mark, and we're gonna set the clock.
Roll that dice, buddy. Roll it. And of course he gets it.
And Julie's like annoyed while he's playing the game because he's turned down the offer, right? He's also not trying that hard at first. Like the other house guests like kind of urge him on, and they're like, hustle a little bit, make it seem like you mean it.
You're on TV.
But Julie's commentary is like, well, you got the first one on in like 2 seconds. Like, why didn't you just accept this offer? Like, she's kind of roasting him a little bit while he's going.
Yeah, because I think Julie sat in the room with Allison and Rich, and they were like, this is it. We're going to do it. They will take it. That no one wants to give up 2 weeks of safety. This is it. Yeah. So she's mad.
No. And they got the scripts and they were like, An offer you can't refuse. Approved. Print it. Like they were all ready with that copy. Oh, man. But
yes, Lady
Frenchie,
Di. Solid Capricorn move. Capricorns are not gamblers. They are going to be making the smart choice, which is always take the money or the safety or the power and play a nice reserved game. That's how a Capricorn is going to play. Yes.
Oh God, I need to bring a Capricorn with me when I go to Las Vegas. Oh
yes.
Lord, how many times have I been like, I'm up $100. I got to keep going. And then I'm down 200.
And this is why we like a Leo in the house of Big Brother, because that's how they play. Whereas Capricorns are like, let me figure this out a little bit here. That's right. Those earth signs. So
he would have gotten it.
Maybe some air. But he would have gotten it, but he was never going to take this deal, so it does not matter.
Yeah.
And we end this episode with, everyone knowing that Frenchie is HOH, that yes. team is safe.
Yes.
Who's on
which
this team?
Which includes Azza, Brittany, and Derek F, which I'm
great.
Happy for Azza. I had one person on every team in my draft.
Oh, that's great.
So
actually, probably.
Balanced. But Azza is on my draft team, so I'm happy that she's safe for this week. And so he will, choose his nominees from the remaining 12, obviously. And then there's a wild.
I have no one on that team. That's
awesome.
Really? Great. Where are my people?
Who are your people?
Claire and Kyland are together.
Uh-huh.
And then I have Sarah on the Kings and I have Brent on the Aces.
Okay. All right.
Remember, the draft is hard, guys. The draft is hard.
It's hard.
People take your people.
It's tough. It's tough to
judge. We're gonna send those draft teams love and support them anyway.
That's right. Now, Julie teased a wild card competition, but she didn't really say much about it, right?
Oh, right. So what we know is that these other three teams, the Aces, the Kings, and the Queens, are going to play whatever this wild card competition is. And again, someone's going to get an offer for safety or something will happen. So it'll be interesting to see how all these offers come together. Is anything going to be worth anything, Is
it going to be worth it? Yeah.
I think some recruits will take some of these offers. Like maybe if we had a Travis or a Brent or maybe even a Derek F, maybe would have taken this offer. But
here's what I would like to.
The show.
I would like the captains to be made the offer in private so that their team doesn't necessarily know the terms. I think that would switch up what they're willing to do.
True. Yep. It is true that Frenchie said he wanted to target the alphas, males, jocks. So let's see if he actually does it. Will be interesting. Yeah. He did not draft a Brent or Travis type on his team.
He did not.
So it could be fair. It'd be interesting to see.
Or Christian. I have a feeling he would put Christian up because Christian is a jock type and he was on fire in the comps. Like he's a fast mover. So Frenchie clocked that for sure, I bet.
I don't think Christian is a jock type, but.
Oh, you don't?
No, I think I guess.
After that performance, he is definitely a jock type. He was
really?
Like tearing all over
I thought he was more
backyard.
Smart, like looking over the puzzle and stuff.
He was running so fast, Sarah.
But he was running
It was crazy. Okay.
Yes. I was blinded by his hair because girls like curls, apparently.
Apparently so.
So, agreed. All right. I guess that's Christian is a bro. All right.
Yep.
I hear you. Right. So we know that the wild card competition is coming up for us. Yep. And you guys, feeds will be on tonight.
Exciting.
I had my Coca-Cola. I'm ready. Be geared up all night long.
That's one of my favorite things about you is that you drink regular Coca-Cola. And I just love that.
It's delicious. It's delicious. And it'll hype me up all night long to watch these feeds. And I will be back live tomorrow to talk about what we found out on night 1 and day 1 of feeds, which is tomorrow.
Yep.
That's exciting. Then David will be back with me on Monday moving forward, David will be with me on Monday and Thursdays after the live evictions on Thursdays. We will both be live then. Tuesday, Fridays are live feeds with just me. And then on Wednesday nights, I'll probably have some special guests join me to recap the Wednesday episodes is what we're thinking for our schedule. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure hello, we just crossed 6,000 subscribers.
That's so exciting. I was just texting Sarah earlier and I was like, you're so close. It was like 5.98 thousand.
Yes.
Because we had been talking like a couple weeks ago, like it would be really great to like cross the 6,000 mark. And how appropriate that you did it during the premiere stream. Thank you all. 6,000 subscribers. That's so amazing. And we love every last one of you.
We really do. We have the most fun community on the internet. We love hanging out with you guys. We love you guys joining us live in the chat. We love reading your comments. We really, really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is just fun for us. Yeah.
Yes.
So yay, everyone. What a great premiere. Agreed. Super, super fun. Again, thank you guys. If you haven't liked the video, please also do that.
I know.
And, if you want to get more subs here, that's fine. I'm all for it.
Tell your friends. Yeah. Tell your friends to subscribe. And if you are watching us later, Sarah already mentioned it, but leave a comment and tell us what you thought about the premiere, about these teams, about Frenchie as the new HOH. What do you think he's going to do? Who are your faves? All of it.
Please, yes, give us all of your feelings and your thoughts. And you guys, we will see you next time. Thank you.
Yes. Bye.